Hey guys, I'm just going to be talking to you about the Option key and keyboard commands in general. Now, showing somebody how to use a key sounds incredibly stupid, a waste of time, and, all that. But the Option key on the Mac, or Alt in Windows land, is very helpful, and I can see people starting to use this in their everyday lives. When I use keyboard commands, and I'm a computer enthusiast. If you consider yourself a computer enthusiast, or a nerd, or a geek, or awesome, or all of the above, then you must use keyboard commands. If you don't, then you're a chump. Kind of straight at you. I can't really do anything about that, but I'll let you be. First thing I want to show you is Command Tab. Now this is the same as Alt Tab, I think, or Windows key tab, maybe. I think it's Windows key tab on Vista, but Vista sucks. I'm just hitting tab to go through these. This is basically just a standard application switcher. Pretty cool. They added that in Panther 10.3. Another key command I like to use is Command W. That closes a window. Here, just let me open up Macintosh HD. Oh, it's minimized, fancy. And Command W to close it. If I open that back up, Command O, it's still highlighted on my desktop, then I can bring it back up, and Command M minimizes it. Now, I've got a whole bunch of windows down here minimized, and I'll just bring them back up for demonstration purposes. Now, sometimes when I'm on the computer, I just get stressed out, things are happening too much, and my brain just goes, "Urgh." Like my sound effect. Yeah. And sometimes I just want to start again. So the close all command is my friend, my best friend. So if you want, you can do Command Option W, and it gets rid of it all. And you can just start fresh, clear your mind. Very nice. Now I'm going to open some of these back up. And do Command Option M, and they all minimize, all at once, without continuously searching for the minimize button in these three gray bubbles. That was a lot slower than that. Oops. Why aren't you doing this for me? Why aren't you working? There we go. And it's a lot easier. It's something to consider. It's something to use on your computer every day. Some other keyboard commands are just use your arrow keys to navigate, then spacebar to preview. This happens in my school documents, so And oh yeah, by the way, one kind of negative thing about the application switcher, on Windows it shows individual windows of all kinds, because Windows kind of works that way. That has copies of everything all the time. If I click on Finder, it takes me to all my Finder windows. I can't choose between Finder windows with this application switcher. That's the one negative thing in it, but other than that, it's basically the same. Now, on my computer, I also use quite a bit my view options, because I like to keep this somewhat organized. Even though I have a lot in this area, I like to keep it in rows, not all over the place, and I like to keep things clear away from the main idea of my desktop background, which, by the way, I get my desktop backgrounds from interfacelift.com. Yeah. So to get your view options, it's Command J. This little window pops up, and in it you can change things like you can in every window. So, like, say I'll change my icon size, if you're wondering how people do that. And you can make it so big eventually that you can't even get all your stuff on your desktop, and they start to stack. I like to keep it as small as possible. Your grid spacing, which is just, changes things like everything does. Text size, label position. I like to keep things on the right because I'm right-handed, and things on the left aren't good. You can arrange by whatever you want. Snap to grid basically just snaps it in like a chart, and when you move things, it always kind of stays in a grid and not completely unorganized. I like to keep them arranged by date modified, so that way that the more recent things that I've done stay up here. For example, I'll open up here. Let me find something. Say this, a serial code. I can go down, change something, save it, close it. It's now the first on this list. You know, for easy access, I can go back to it. You know, just little things like this really help you get more things done with your computer, more use out of your computer. I use keyboard commands every day. One more I just kind of want to squeeze in here is the quit command. Instead of Alt F4, which is incredibly awkward to do with your fingers, it's like pinky and then reach over with your index finger based on how big of a keyboard you have, hit F4. That seems extremely unnatural for me. It's so much easier just to do Command Q and then it goes away, you know. That's it, gone. Other than bunk. Uh-oh, where is it? Bunk. That's my issue with Windows and keyboard commands. And then another thing is that the command key's right beside the spacebar. You always, if you're like me, you always keep, you know, your thumb on the spacebar when you're typing things, right? And then the command keys run over. You can just reach your thumb and then thumb the command that you want. Other than folding your thumb in, reaching for the control button, hitting it, sometimes accidentally hitting Option as well based on how big your hands are. Then with your pointer finger reaching all the way up or across for a different thing such as Tab or Q, W. No, there's no such thing as Q. Maybe C or V. I don't know, it just seems awkward to reach with your thumb folded in for the control key and not just have it right underneath your thumb. It just seems more polished. But I don't know, that's just me. I can be picky about that kind of thing. What do you think? Leave a comment, rate, subscribe, you know, what everybody says. And best of all, have a great day, morning, vacation, whatever, depending on when you're watching this video.